Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, which is apparently Freddy's revenge. The real question is, who do you get revenge on? Because I'm pretty sure he got revenge on nobody. It follows the events of the previous film, kind of. Well, a new family moves into the house that Nancy lived in, and now there's hauntings going on. Well, actually, Freddy is possessing our new main character known as Jesse. So the film is basically if Nightmare on Elm Street was a werewolf movie, as Freddy takes over this guy's body. There's some pretty cool effects, however, it does take away from some of the cool death scenes that these films are known for, as most of the time Freddy's just slashing with his claw. This film is definitely the most unique in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise since it's so different from the other films, but that's what makes it great. There is no clear-cut difference between the real world and the dream world here. It pretty much feels like the entire thing's a fever dream. There's some crazy and random stuff that keeps happening. As the film goes on, you get more invested in weird-ass stuff that goes on. During one scene, our main character will just randomly go into a bar. I do not know why. And then his coach is there, wearing a very interesting outfit. Like a normal person, the coach makes him go to the school late at night and run laps, because that's what you do. This coach in his product placement shirt is a very weird character indeed. He's an asshole, and he might be a pervert. Speaking of product placement, there's tons of Coke product placement. It makes me thirsty. Nobody's drinking Pepsi at this party. So the weird is how Coach gets a very weird death. He gets tied up in the shower and stripped naked. Like, what the fuck's going on here? There's very homoerotic, that's all I can say. This film has a lot of gay subtext. Not that much as other people might say it does, but it does have a lot of the gay going on. If that makes any sense, which it doesn't. Our main character is constantly sweating all the time, like geez Louise. I'm also constantly distracted by whatever this is in the background of this kitchen. These like soda cans, this is a turkey, this looks like a fucking dick and balls. Like what is this? Also in this scene we have very questionable cereal of Fu Manchus. It's weird that a movie full of such much product placement that it would just have such a weird knockoff cereal, especially one as racist as this. And the joke is, like, oh, she gets fingernails like Freddy, but, you know, weird cereal. The gay stuff comes from two guys interacting, I guess, the main character and another guy. Back in the 80s, they used to wear these really short shorts, which I guess comes off as gay. And they work out together, which makes them gay, I guess? I don't really see this subcontext, but you guys can let me know what I'm missing here. Especially since this film is so invested in these two main characters wanting to get them together, even though they're not that great of a couple. She has no reason to want to date this guy. He seems like a sociopath. We know what's going on, but she doesn't. So why would she want to fuck this guy? The world may never know. Ladies, if you see a man who says, yeah, I murdered the teacher and another dude, I did it, but I'm possessed by a demon, would you believe him? Especially if there's blood on him. Probably not. But I guess she does believe him because she had a pre-screening of this film beforehand. How is Freddy defeated in this movie is really goofy, but it's kind of funny. In the last film, Freddy was taken away by the power of disbelief, kind of. In this movie, he's taken out by the power of love. She literally kisses him and says, I love you, and then he turns back to the normal guy, and he's never seen again. Actually, there's another fake-out death at the end, like there always is in these films. The beginning scene with the bus is pretty fun and entertaining. It's very heart-wrenching, because you feel like you're going to fall off the bus with the characters themselves. Look at this shot. That's just cool. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is a very interesting film. It doesn't hit as hard as the first film does, but it's definitely very entertaining. Instead of going for goofy and interesting deaths, it just goes for the most entertainment values possibly can. It's psychological, and that's what makes it. You have no idea where it's going to go. You don't expect Freddy to go to a pool party and start killing. But then one brave soul stands up to Freddy.
Calm down, right? Relax.
This guy's either incredibly stupid or incredibly brave. Given Freddy the chance to prove that he can't be just a bad guy. What is Freddy's response to this? Well, he kills him, of course, which you expect to happen. This is one of the funniest deaths ever, though. He just tosses him aside, and I guess he's dead. Well, he did die, but whatever. Freddy's posing for the fire, so I guess he died. This is definitely the most unique of all the Nightmare on Elm Street sequels, and I like it for that reason. It tries to do something new and unique rather than just repeating the same thing over and over again. So even technically being worse than the first film, but in a lot of ways, its entertainment value is still high up there, and it makes it an entertaining thing to watch. Also, Freddy isn't much of a character rather than just a transformation of another character in the film, making him less. So if you're going to watch one of the Nightmare on Elm Street sequels, I can recommend Freddy's Revenge, even though he gets revenge on literally nobody. Like, he has to get revenge. Revenge means he gets revenge on somebody that, he already met previously. There's no previous characters. So the fact he's getting revenge on anybody makes literally no sense in this film. But you want to see a completely surreal film that feels like you're watching in a dream the whole entire time, with a couple of good laughs and weird homoerotic scenes in this film, might be. Stay tuned for next time, because we are going to be covering Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, The Dream Warriors. I'll see you.
It's okay. It's all over.